I know that I just recently mentioned that a lot of my adapters had been ordered while I was out on my work trip. And with that, I also wanted to mention that that meant that the silver ones had ran out of stock. I just updated that, so there's more stock available to purchase. So, just a quick update: if you were looking for those and you didn't see the silver ones, they should now be available again. And those are on my Etsy site currently. I'll have those up on my normal site as well. Now, for the tap handle, this is a Newcastle tap. I don't know about other people, but Newcastle is one of the beers that I just personally love. Some people, it's Newcastle Brown Ale is their standard one, and it's just a good solid beer. When I don't drink much now, but when I was drinking, one of my go-tos. And with this one, there's a couple things that's notable about the Newcastle taps. First of all, there are a few different sizes, but there's also a few different variants on the Newcastle tap handles. And I'll try and point out a few of the ones that you don't see on this, but you may see on other ones. So, first of all, with the Newcastle taps, there's some that have a tap like that, and then there's other ones that have a extension on the bottom. That's typically with the lucite ones. So the lucite ones, you'll sometimes see the top with an extension on the bottom. I believe that there is an extension that you may sometimes see on these ones as well. This one here, so you'll see that kind of size right there. That's a little bit on the smaller size. It's a size I personally like, but I believe that they also do a larger size similar to this one. And another thing to note as well is you'll see right here, it doesn't look like this one is designed for any topper. There is a variation that's similar to this that does have a little extension on the top. And I think that it says something like it being a tall tap handle or some odd that. It's pretty funny. I'll see if I can pick one up at some point. And then another thing to note as well is that similar to that, I believe that they have some ones that also have another portion that goes on top, aside from just that one particular topper. For this particular tap, you do have a notable design for it. You'll notice that this is a little bit of a different shape than you'll see for most other tap handles. So you've got this area down here that kind of goes in and out, and then you've got this kind of oval shape at the top with another almost bean style shape at the very top. And another thing as well is if we look at it like that in the light, you'll notice that this is a sticker element that you have on here. So right up top, you've got this section that says the one and only. Here you've got Newcastle. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the Newcastle star, that blue star, I want to say that it's the Newcastle star and maybe the bass symbol are two of the oldest trademarks in the UK. If somebody correct me if I'm wrong there, I'll probably look that up at some point as well. And then you've got these little medals here on either side. It does say Newcastle Brown Ale, and then it says Newcastle along it here. You'll notice on the sides it also says Newcastle. These are done in a sticker element as well, so you'll see that it's kind of raised up a little bit there, and that is repeated on the other side, with this larger one repeated on both sides as well. Actually, if you look at this, you'll notice that on the front and back, this should actually be two stickers, I believe is how they did it. One sticker up top, and then this one being a separate sticker. But it's just a fairly notable design, and it's also nice because it's fairly obvious when you're actually seeing it on tap. The star and the design and the color are all pretty iconic, so you can normally tell that it is Newcastle beer. And then down here at the bottom, we've got the insert, and looking at that, it does look like a drop-in insert, and that is the 3/8/16 threading. So you'll notice that items that use the 3/8/16 threading, that they will just screw right in. So there we are. And that is the standard North American threading, or the standard threading that you'll see on North American tap handles. You should also see it on UK tap handles as well, but is the standard North American threading. So that means that if you've got your own keg at home, or if you're using it with an adapter, then it'll just screw right on. And one of the things I did want to say, that there are some tap handles just are a very nice size. So there's some that are a little bit smaller. Depending upon your preference, they may not be the most noticeable on display, but in general, this size or around this size, it's just a very nice size. So something that's notable and will catch your eye, but isn't necessarily overwhelming for the rest of your collection. So just good tap handles. It's also worth noting that you can normally track these down. They're not the hardest tap handles to find, but if you are looking for variation on the Newcastle tap handles, so if you're specifically looking for a vintage one, like the Lucite ones, or the ones with the extension, or if you're looking for the ones with the toppers, then those sometimes can be a little bit harder to find.